Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Seneca County Board of Commissioner meeting. Today's Thursday, it's February 6th, 10 a.m. It's a regular board meeting, and we will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, bow your heads, please. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for putting us all together today for our meeting. Please lend your guidance as we make the best decisions for our county, for our constituents, and we appreciate your oversight as we conduct this meeting. In your name we pray, amen.
Amen. Thank you. Roll call.
Commissioner Paradiso,
Here.
Commissioner Franker,
Here.
Commissioner Bustecker.
Here.
Okay, so we do have one guest with us today, Tim Hassinger, Communications.
Can we pass the
Oh,
minutes
do I have
before we
to-
get to appointments?
We have to pass some, I guess we better pass the minutes. I'm trying to be done in 19 minutes. So I entertain a motion to pass the minutes of that approve the digital audio recording of our prior board session way back on January 30th, 2025.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Bustecker.
Yes.
Commissioner Franker,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes. Okay, back to our appointment. We have a guest from the Solid Waste District who's here and would like to update us. Tim, Communications Outreach Specialist.
Yep.
I know you're always doing something,
I know
so.
you guys got a copy of these yesterday, so
Appreciate
another one
you
to
coming
put on
over.
your
Thank you.
refrigerator.
Yeah,
I got a TV in my garage still.
Perfect.
yeah, it's good.
The OSS Solid Waste District is committed to providing residents with quality waste stream management and fostering long-term habits like recycling, waste reduction, reuse, and buying recycled products. To support this mission, 2025 special collection events are available for residents to safely dispose of electronics, tires, appliances, and household hazardous waste. Registration is now open for all collections with the following deadlines for registration. Electronics, registration ends May 1st. There will be no fees for televisions this year. Tires as well as appliances will be on the same date, time, location. Deadline for those registrations will be June 26th. Please know the number of tires you plan to bring. Just help us expedite the process. Household hazardous waste, registration ends for that one October 9th. Pre-registration is required. You can sign up at recycleoss.org. Anyone without the internet can also call us, 419-334-7222, and then follow the prompts provided. Thank you.
Tim, just,
Yeah.
so basically, register, each county's gonna have the location to pick up in, right? Seneca,
Absolutely.
Sandusky, and Ottawa will have, and then when you register, you're gonna know the dates then.
Yep, when you go through the registration process, it's all laid out for you, where to go, what time to be there. It helps us speed up the process, just having registration.
Is there anything new on here that wasn't on there last year? It looks like there is, seems like there is, it feels like there is.
Nothing else has really changed.
Okay.
We're asking that you just know the number of tires you bring. Doesn't matter if it's 50 or if it's 5. Just helps us so that we know we're not counting in the back of your car. Appliances, so any sort of household item made primarily out of steel. Only big change is electronics we're not charging. We used to charge, depending on the size of your TV, we're just something that, another cost that we're gonna assume for our residents. We do ask no wood panel TVs or plexi screen TVs that are the massive ones that have lived for 50 years. But other than that, it's $1 for passenger tires, $3 for racing tires. And anyone that has like a farm implement tire or a semi tire, call us. Jim Dar would be extension 2, and he has a special farming collection for those tires.
Okay.
Would there be a tire pickup in Fostoria?
That would be something that We just have to communicate with the Fostoria City Council.
I know, like, last year you had a
Yes.
tire there, and they had like 700 tires returned.
Mhm.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that was something we worked out with them. If they're interested in doing it again, they would just have to be reaching out in contact with us. But it did work out last year very well.
So is there a limit on some of the stuff like batteries? I have a bunch of lithium batteries. I have a 5-gallon bucket full of them at my house that really would like to leave. Is it-
Batteries is actually a really interesting one. Your like TV remote batteries, single-use things like that, alkalines, those are actually non-hazardous, very fine and safe to be trashed. Rechargeables, lithiums like that, we would.
What's it like drills and stuff, you know, they burn out, they just don't have the power anymore.
So there's actually an option to go to Lowe's. They have rechargeable drop-off right at their entrance. So take your rechargeable batteries there. We will take them, I believe, with our hazardous waste collection. Yes, we will take it for hazardous waste.
I didn't know if there's a limit. I know that may be extra added questions, but if they can
No,
go
it's
to
a great
Lowe's, that's
question.
even better. They
Yeah.
can leave my house sooner.
Yes. Take it to Lowe's anytime. As far as limits, not really. We understand if you're gonna be a business and you're gonna show up as a business, you are not allowed as permitted for that. This is only for residents, and we understand the general ebbs and flows of what a resident will
Mine are
bring.
just too many years they've been sitting there. I
Oh,
have
yeah.
some that are probably 15 years old.
Those are residential.
Yep. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So, yeah, very good, Tim, sure appreciate coming in, and so it's good to see you, so.
Commissioner reports.
Maybe a little short. I did tag along to the law library committee meeting the other day. And went to my first OSS meeting this week. Got a chance to meet everybody and see a little bit what goes on there. Got to see Tim. Regional planning last night, much the same. I mean, right now, a lot of stuff for me is new, so I'm joining committees and, you know, just barely into the first month, so. Let's see, what else? Downtown Development Committee. Probably a big thing I'd say about that is they have an up-and-coming St. Patrick's Day 5K run on March 15th. You can register now at lucky5k.com. I might do it. Tony's gonna do it.
I'll be there with the water bottle can for you.
Yeah, I probably should start doing that kind of stuff again.
4.5K head start.
What time does the race start?
It starts at 10 a.m. It looks like you can register that day, but, you know, I'm sure it's like everything, if you pre-register, it's probably the easiest for them. So, that's it.
Very good. Monday, whoop.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yep, I'm sorry. I thought you was gonna. So Monday had, Board of Revision, Ellie was there, kind of some of the properties that they pursuing on foreclosure, move them around into the land bank and stuff on it. As Brad alluded to, Wednesday we had OSS meeting in Fremont, got some updates there. And then we had regional planning last night, and that went real well. They've had basically the officers and.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Right,
Yeah,
right, so
sorry, I
yeah,
should have
so it
said
was a pretty decisive, elections last night, so I got to do, president stuff on it, so, and then Scott Harrison, who was president, he's vice president, so it was always good to see. We had our two new townships that rejoined, Adams and Pleasant was there, and actually Gary Huff from Adams is on the,
Good.
on the executive committee and stuff on that, so they stepping up with that. So, good meeting last night, a lot of good direction and stuff with it, and Julie's gonna work diligently and try to, she's efficient size things and look about maybe reducing our fees and stuff in that for the townships and county and cities and villages and stuff like that. So, I think by efficient sizing that and stuff on it, so. There's our Doge, I guess, right there, so. So, very good. You'll take it, you betcha, yeah, right, so, yeah.
That's good.
So, yep, so that's, brings us up to today, so that's all I got.
I went to visit my mother last night, so I bowed out, but you didn't need my vote to become president.
No, it was,
Lee, there was enough votes to.
yeah, it was,
You voted against it?
Was it a landslide there, Bill?
Yeah, something like that.
More like a railroad. Yeah, so we, just a few things. You've probably seen that, as I said on the TSEP Executive Committee, there's a memorandum of understanding and some discussions going on with the Chamber of Commerce, Chamber Visitors Bureau of Seneca County, and the TSEP Economic Development Board of Seneca County to look at ways that maybe even ultimately an ultimate merger of the two. They used to be one entity, they've been split up, so the boards have agreed to enter into due diligence period. I see the mayor here, he's on that committee as well, so we're excited to let that play out and see if we can, again, be more efficient and more productive in the community. This opportunity came available when Aaron Mott stepped down, and so instead of just running in a filling position, we've evolved to this study, so I think that's good. Barb and I have, every week, you will hear something about EMS, but the medical director was in, spent 6 hours here, and we had a really, really good report both ways with the medical director. I popped in and he said, remember 4 years ago when I was here? And I said, I sure do. And he said, you guys have really, I really like what you're doing. You've come a long way, and so we're making some serious inroads with the professionalism and delivery and protocols of our EMS. So we'll continue to work that. And again, we work with the city of Tiffin and Sentinel, and it's just been a great. It's exciting to see. Val, Barb and I have another airport call that we're working on, and we've just been busy. Got a lot of stuff going on, so we forge forward.
Yeah, we do.
That's all I have, unless you guys, anybody think of something while I was talking? Barb?
I'm gonna.
10:13.
Well, mine's gonna be a little longer, so we're not gonna do this in 19 minutes.
I'm just kidding.
I do want to add on with Tony, with the medical director at EMS. He is actually has asked the director, Chris Hafley, to maybe look into possibly doing some research studies because we've come such a long way, and do some studies of various things within the county, how we get to, I can't even go into all, I don't even,
Yeah.
It's way over my head. So but he's asked, he's very much pushing, well, we need to look at how Seneca County is doing this.
Can I just want to interject to give ourselves a pat on the back. We get calls from all over the state, townships and counties, because this is a big problem, rural EMS. And how do you do it? How do you do it? And this is another example, even the medical directors.
Yeah, and because of where we are in the EMS world with the joint ambulance district in our county, 2 years in, and we're fully staffed. We have 4 stations. We're meeting shoot times.
ALS.
We're ALS. Though all of those things, and I have a couple of counties call me and say, "What did you guys do? How did you do this?" So, what are you doing to keep people? What are you doing? So we're really working on that aesthetic of the EMS world, and it takes a lot of energy to do this. So I'm in a lot of meetings. I'm on a lot of phone calls with Chris and Lynn out at EMS, and so we're really striving to continue that and not go backwards. Obviously, EMS personnel, they're going to go where the money is, and we're trying to deal with that as well, and trying to keep the good people, and trying to get recruits coming in. So we've worked with Vanguard Sentinel with their program. So we're doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff nobody knows, that nobody sees. So I want to kudos to every personnel that we have that runs for EMS for us. I appreciate everything they do. If I ever have to make that phone call, I want them to show up.
Staffing good? We got our
Yeah.
there, we.
Yep, I think we might be down maybe one person because we've promoted a paramedic to an echo and, you know, so we may be down that one paramedic, but I mean,
Keep sending resumes in then.
yep, they will take them, they will read over them, you know, they will vet everything, so.
Our continuing education program.
Yep.
We work with Mercy, the consortium, Dr. Sauber, constant training, Maracy, you know, how much training there is, it's amazing, really. They just never stop training.
Yep,
And we're pretty proud of how that's starting to evolve. Our volunteers are part of that. Anyone that serves
yeah,
in St. County EMS has a standard they must maintain.
yeah, and
And
again,
it's pretty neat.
when you hit 911, you know that someone's coming, and you know, Chris had a thank you note from someone that had to have service, and, you know, wanted to thank the staff. They were kind, they were, you know, caring, they compassionate, you know, come in with, you know, level head and just that calming presence. So, you know, the people are seeing it, so. And I just want you guys to be aware that that's what's happening out there.
There'll be more to come, I would say, in 60 days or so. Chris will come in and give an annual
Yep.
report. We're going to try to do that, well, we are going to do that on a regular basis.
Yep.
And then the public will see how many runs we had, and response times, and it'll be a nice report
Yeah,
that we can do for the whole county.
yep.
Who's the medical director?
The medical director, Dr. Sauber. I believe it's Nick Sauber, right?
Dr. Nick Sauber from
From, he's out of
St. V.
St. V's.
And just so the mayor, he is actually the medical director for the city of Tiffin as well. And for a number of volunteer fire stations, and also for Bascom. Bascom EMS uses the St. Vincent Consortium. So,
Right, Fostoria too?
and
I'm not sure.
They might be
Fos-
ProMedica.
They might be
Fostoria
ProMedica.
uses, they go to ProMedica.
Medica, since it's right here.
Yeah.
Right.
So the whole county uses CVs, but Fostoria,
Fostoria is-
because ProMedica is right there. But we work together.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But it works out great, so protocols and, you know, when you're on a scene together, and, you know, if we're in the Bascom or we're in the Tiffin, you know, it's all the same. Everything's the same, which is great. It's awesome. So,
okay. I'll step off of that soapbox for EMS.
yeah.
I have some financial information for you. Is for the month of January. The revenue was just over $1.8 million that we receipted into general fund. And then for expense, on the expense side for January, we expended just over $2.8 million. And I'm going to say, I think I preface this every year, January and February tend to be months where we do catch up from the prior year. So I keep an eye on these numbers, so if there's ever a caution that I need to give to you, I will give that to you, so.
So January would have been from November?
This is actual revenue that was receipted in January.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep. Sales tax will come out I usually don't see it till the 16th or the 17th. The 17th being a holiday, I probably got the 20th, that meeting that week. I think I should have
So,
information for
you know,
sales tax.
when you're in February, you take 1.8 in and spend 2.8 out,
Yeah,
you definitely need a footnote there.
yeah.
And that's where the top right corner comes in.
Yeah.
So it evens out. but-
Plus the copy machine in the basement.
Right.
No, we do not have a copy machine in the basement. I received a request from Tiffin University, from Mitch Blondie. They are asking for a certificate of support for a new residential hall project that will be named the Tiffin University Residential Village. Just asking that we sign a certificate of support for them.
Good. You good?
I think so.
Yeah.
I can take care of getting that, and I'll get signatures, and I'll get that back to him. He was hoping it could be done by the end of the week, so I'll get that back to him today.
And they must be applying for a grant.
They're applying for a grant. They've been working with the city of Tiffin for a number of months regarding the project. They expect to build the new residential village along Clay Street from South Sandusky to Fairview Avenue. It will house about 450 students. So,
Is that, I thought they're building that right now. Is that what that construction is?
no,
No.
no.
Oh, that's something different.
Yeah. From, as me being an alumnus of Tiffin University, that university has grown leaps and bounds since I graduated. Just the trajectory of that university is something to, is awe-inspiring. It,
That's for sure. Awesome. Thank you.
Then I also wanted to give you a couple of reminders or notices that I received. The District Advisory Council, or I think we call it DAC.
DAC.
DAC, yeah. Will be having their annual meeting on Monday, March 17th at 6 p.m. at the North Central Ohio Educational Services Center. If you would like to attend the meeting, you're asked to RSVP Erica Hondru no later than March 1st. The council consists of the president is the county commissioner, chief executive, or the mayor of the municipality, and chairperson from each township. So they also did send over an agenda as well. I will make copies and get
Lee,
those
did you
over
go
to
last
you.
year?
Two.
The DAC meeting, you were there,
Yeah, I think so.
because I think Tyler pinch hitted for me.
Yes, he did.
I had my
He
knee
did. He had your
replaced.
knee done, yep.
Yep.
And, yeah, so
So-
I'll be there this year. Yeah. Okay, good.
Then on February 25th, CCAO has invited you to a legislative reception at the Ohio State House atrium from 5 to 7 p.m. RSVP.
Yes, I
I
have to
believe,
do that.
I think
I have to do
everyone
that.
received this in your mailbox.
we did.
RSVP by February the 18th.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that today.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great time.
And then one other that came out, save the date, was the Ohio Council County Officials legislative reception is April 8th from 5 to 7 at the State House atrium as well. A formal invitation will be sent out, but just so that you can get on the calendar.
Put that on our calendar then.
I did not. I have not had a chance to put on the calendar, but I will get both of those on the calendar. And then I do have a couple of other business things. JFS's lease will expire at the end of June. I believe Kathy and I have talked a little bit about possibly a proposal of an extension for 6 months to get it on a calendar year rather than a state fiscal year. The current agreement includes additional square footage from the Park District. They have one office that they use from the Park District's office. Their current lease right now is $3,813 roughly. So we're trying to work through that to see what we can do to accommodate them, just as an amendment to that, to extend it 6 months. I also need some information. I'm trying to get some information for our cost allocation as well, because they're asking about that, because it goes on a full year and we only have 6 months. So we need to, I guess that's just a kind of a little bit of a discussion that we need
They're
to.
gonna take additional space too, right, from the Park District?
Yeah, well, eventually they will.
But
But for right now, they have
Into
one
that.
office from the Park District that
Right,
they're using.
So are we going to deal with that the first of the year?
I think that kind of yeah, if we're not gonna, I'm not sure when Park District is moving out, that's the
I think
other.
They're building and stuff on that.
Yeah, so they
I think
could be
moved
out,
I didn't.
No,
they're still out there, they're just not out there every
Signed.
day.
Yeah, it's hard.
I think their official move out is April
Okay, that's
1st,
fair.
I think.
So we'll
So,
just tuck that in first of the year.
yeah, so maybe we'll, maybe I can circle
I was
back
saying,
to
maybe just
Kathy.
have Sarah come in and give us an update
Okay.
what's going on. That invite her to one of our
Yeah,
meetings.
absolutely will,
that'd be good. Yeah.
absolutely.
That way we
We'll
all
review
on
the
same
park
page.
and, yeah.
Yeah,
What's that?
parks update and.
Yeah.
Yep, I can
That's
absolutely
good.
do
She's
that.
never
So,
been here.
Right.
just wanted to bring you up to speed on that lease so that, I'm talking with Kathy and we're having that conversation of what we're gonna do for the last 6 months of this year. So, that might be more, there'll be more
So
to come on that.
You're thinking about extending it,
Yeah,
get it
I
on a calendar.
put it on a calendar year. And the reason it's on,
And then
it was on a
reasonable
state
rate.
fiscal year is because that's generally how they get their funding.
Right.
So we would extend it the same rate and then
Yeah,
January. it would
and
go
then
up.
January, we
Go
could
up.
make
Yeah,
that
good
change
thinking.
to
Yeah,
whatever we
same
need to
Whatever
do.
Give them the
Same.
6 months, same rate, and then January 1.
Yeah, and, if they
Just
take, and if they decide after Park moves out, they wanna use that additional
For
space,
that
we can
project.
make an amendment to the contract for the additional space if
That's
we
fine.
need to. So, the other thing that I have been working on that you guys requested of me was a communications policy. I do have one that I've worked on. I feel like this is something that, has been vetted. I would like to propose that this be passed.
Just the latest one?
Yes.
Looked at? Okay. Yeah, you got is there a copy, or is it, do we know what it is?
You have it, you've had, yeah. So I've given you the revision and
Last
so,
one. Okay, I'm good, yeah.
I moved, approve the communication policy.
So you want us to approve it?
yeah,
I'll second that.
Okay, yeah, good work on that.
thank you.
I know you've put a lot of time into it. so.
Yeah, there is a lot of back and forth. I've checked with a few other counties and other departments and of what should be in there,
So I
so.
think we should just say that we're a big county. We have elected officials throughout the county, from judges to sheriff and everybody, auditor, and so we in our county handbook have just a small section on.
And that's specifically
policy.
for
And that's for
employees.
the employees. So what we wanted to do here, and we talked about it, and I'm glad you put some time in it, because I know you got others.
I did, mhm.
Is we want to have a county commissioner policy. There's 3 of us, and we thought, man, let's put something together. So that's what this is.
Yep.
This is a commissioner internal.
And then since we have that now, then, because we kind of left the media relation policy
Yes.
till we get, now we can
Now we
move
can
on with that.
go, we can move on and see if there's.
The contractual
there's-
agreement
yep.
will be, yep, okay, very good.
Yeah. That's what we got to have it done. Okay, well, we need to vote.
Yep.
We have a first and a second. Roll call.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
That, I believe, is everything that I had. Sorry, I went past your 19 minutes. No.
That's great. Any old business? We good? Any old business? Back to you, new business.
Okay, I have a few supplemental appropriations. Probation Juvenile Computer Fund license and software services in the amount of $8,147. This is for e-payment software. The Recorder's Equipment Fund, their contract service line of $74,002. This is to be compliant with Senate Bill 94, which is, I didn't bring the paperwork, but it has to do with the digital imaging of the recorder's office, that they have to have everything to be able to access online clear back to 1980. Yes. The Juvenile and Probate Court Technology Grant Fund, equipment in the amount of $2,624.94. This is for some new computers. The Juvenile Program and Services Fund supplies in the amount of $4,500. This is for 2 AED machines and cabinets. And then I have the County Sewer District Fund contract service line of $12,500. This is for the new software conversion that they're working on. And then I also, out of the sewer district, I have the Hammer Heinzman capital improvements of $5,000, Bascom capital improvements of $10,000, the Newrigal capital improvements of $12,000, the Honey Creek capital improvements of $5,000, and the 23-224 capital improvements of $2,000. These items were not budgeted for 2025.
So
Okay.
moved to accept the supplemental appropriations.
Second that.
Yep, they're all separate funds, it's great. Roll call?
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
And then moving on to resolutions, I have a resolution for the appointment of special counsel for the Seneca County Commissioners. This is for the law offices of Vincent Mazinko in regards to a workers' comp claim for the Human Resources Department.
So moved to accept.
Second.
Okay, just for public, you've heard Clemens and Nelson for our labor, and we have Jack for our
Environmental.
Environmental, and now this is a work comp. So
This is a
another
workers' comp,
specialized-
yeah, another
What's her name again?
specialized, I'm
Attorney.
sorry,
What's her name again?
Vincent Mazinko.
So you don't hear this very
Yeah.
often, so when the county's in a work comp
Yeah,
situation, we go to the prosecutor. And
we have to get his approval
Derek says,
for
yeah,
outside
it's
counsel.
okay, I'm not a specialist in that, go ahead and hire the specialist.
Yep.
And it's great, it works out really well, and so this is what's happening, I think.
And yeah,
Just
and-
haven't heard, we haven't done one of these for a while.
We
with
had
work
one,
comp.
we had one last month, there was
Was it?
one that, yeah, and
Well,
we
you must
hired the
have
same
enough money in
attorney. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
hired the same attorney,
So-
but this is, yeah, so.
We're good.
It doesn't happen very often, but we get it from Sedgwick, who is our third-party administrator. When they say
Mm-hmm.
it's going to industrial council, or it's going to, somebody's appealed to the common pleas, we have,
Something we have to have-
they wanna, they would prefer that we hire an attorney that specializes in this, so that's why we're doing it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's one of your new, you're gonna be, every meeting, there still is for me, so.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Something new.
It's new for me too, I have to get through all of it too,
We'll have
so.
a first and a second, we'll take a vote. Thank you.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution setting time, date, and place to receive sealed bids for County Road 60, 5.16, Township Road 102, 2.2, Township Road 112, 6.24, and Township Road 119, 0.77, a superstructure replacement pre-stressed box beams for 2025.
So move.
Second?
I will tell you that the bid opening is February 20th at 10 a.m. here at the Commissioner's office.
Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
The last resolution that I have is authorizing the Seneca County Board of Commissioners to enter into an agreement with the Board of Health of the Seneca County General Health District for medical and health care services on behalf of the Seneca County Youth Center.
So move.
Second.
Okay?
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. Any other business
That is all I have.
up here from ourselves? We good? Public comment, anybody? Mayor?
Yeah, a couple things.
Yeah, hi.
I know this kind of thing gets out on social media really quickly. There was a little disturbance on Hunter Street this morning. It was handled expertly by our Tiffin Police and Fire. No one got hurt, there was just a bunch of talking. They took someone to the hospital just to get checked out. So that's all good. I'm sure that all the listeners have heard, do we still have listeners?
No,
Oh,
we're not live anymore.
yeah, that's too bad.
We're
Heard
gonna
about,
post it.
It'll be posted though.
oh, okay, good. Heard about our Welcome Home Ohio grants, and that's
Yes.
just another example of the cities and the county working cooperatively together to get something done. So that was awesome. The press
By the way,
release was in-
we do value our relationship with you. I know we really appreciate that, working with us.
Yeah.
It works both ways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and it's pretty exciting when positive things happen.
Yeah, the press
As a
release
result
at
of
the
it.
AT earlier this
Yeah.
week, so that information's out there for anybody who wants to read it. We do have the road and bridge levy for the city of Tiffin going to be on the May 6th ballot. That's a continuation of what we already have. And I just want to mention that over the last 7 years, besides the funds collected from the road and bridge levy itself, we were able to leverage those funds to get an additional $7.7 million to assist us with road and bridge projects. So that's over and above what we collect from the levy.
All that money goes,
To roads and bridges, yep, and that cannot be used for anything else. That's earmarked for that. There's a city council vacancy. This also hit the newspaper, so people should be aware that there's one at-large seat that is vacant, and we have 4 applicants, and the city council will hear those applicants state their case on Monday, the 10th, Monday the 10th, at 5:30. So that's going to be going on up in council chambers. And that's really all I had there. So that's a synopsis of quick things going on in the city.
Very good. Thank you for the update, yeah.
you good?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
Tom.
Mr. Bradbaugh?
Just a comment.
Yes,
This
sir.
morning I thought you're not going to have a meeting, but I called, and on the recording, Tyler Schuff is not here anymore. and-
Uh-oh, he's.
Oh, we'll take care of that.
We got a no-name sitting there too.
I'm working on his marker for.
Yeah, so
I just
no
wanted to
name.
make sure.
Hey, somebody's looking out for you.
Thank you.
Anytime.
So I guess that's a little embarrassing, but we'll get that
Yeah.
figured out. Thank you.
Well, normally I don't make many calls here.
That was good. Yeah, thank you. Anything else?
I have one thing on free EMS. The other
Yes.
night, there was a bike accident. Sandusky and Euclid, Ellis Street area. I went to it, check it out.
In City of Tiffin?
City of Tiffin.
City of Tiffin.
Okay.
But Seneca County EMS was on the way home from the hospital or something and rolled up on the crash, radioed in that they rolled up on the crash and they remained on scene until Tiffin got there, and I think they were there for the entire duration. When I got there late in the game, they were
Yeah.
still there. But so again, when you talk about collaboration, working with everybody, they were all working together to treat that
It's all
patient.
about the
Or,
patient.
again, they're all on the same page, all on the same team, and everybody
That's
in that
that's
situation worked
Nice story.
well together.
Yeah, thank you. It's good. Okay, next week, same time?
Yep.
All righty, meeting adjourned. Thank you.